Hello, this is Dr. Paulette Jones Olasaji cooking with the Apostle 0360. Guess what? This will probably be my I want to say the last one for a while, but my last cooking show for a little while because I'm trying something new. I'm trying a weight loss journey. I started this on the 15th. And since the 15th, I've lost about 10 pounds. So I'm beginning to eat in ounces. You know how we eat in pounds? Well, I'm eating in ounces now. So I like to pre-cook my food and pre-package them so they'll already be in individual bags when I get ready to eat. Now, I'm not promising you that this is going to work for me and it may not work for you. But guess what? Let's just try it. I was sharing with someone the other day, and I don't know if you remember, did I even tell you, that January of 2022, I had weakness on my right side. I went to bed fine, woke up, had weakness on the right side. They thought I had a stroke and I didn't. So we couldn't figure it out. Maybe it's your neck, maybe it's your back, maybe it's something. I went to physical therapy. When I was in the hospital, the doctor said that I had reached my max and I wouldn't be able to walk. But guess what? I'm walking. I'm using my hand. I couldn't even write my name. My right hand was weak. And I had already had surgery on the left arm, so you know I need the right one. And I'm still having a little bit of weakness, but I can walk. And so I started walking around the perimeter of the house on the outside. And I started with 3 laps, and now I'm up to 8 laps. And I'm going to add every Monday, I'll add 2 more laps onto it. So I want you to pray for me. And so there was this little riddle I told somebody in the church that was complaining about their knees hurting. And I said, if you were a mother and you have 4 kids and you had 4 chairs, 3 of the chairs were very strong and one of them was a little bit rickety. One of your kids were overweight, the rest of them were small. Where would you let the person that was overweight sit? And they say in the strong chair. Good. Okay, so if your legs are aching and they're a little bit weak, you don't need all of that weight on that particular limb, is what God was trying to show me. So that's what made me decide to go on this weight loss journey. So today's Friday, so we're going to do seafood today. So last night before I went to bed, I was prepping the food that I was going to put in the oven today. So I'm going to broil shrimp and fish. Now I've got flounder and I got Alaskan pollock and all of that in the freezer, but I wanted the shrimp and the Alaskan pollock. And so what I did last night, I seasoned them with salt and pepper. You can use whatever seasoning you like. Don't use a lot of salt now, because salt make you hold water. And cut an onion over it and put it in the refrigerator overnight so it'll marinate. So this is what the pan looks like. And I have to put the camera down just a little bit so you can see it. This is what the pan looks like. And this will probably be, I only eat about maybe 6 to 8 shrimp at a time. So this will be like all of next week for me. And I'll pack them up, but I'm going to put it on broil. Now, you know it doesn't take shrimp and fish long to broil. So I already got my oven on broil. I'm going to put this in. And today, what I wanted was some crab. Now, usually, you know how we do. We'll sit down and eat a whole dozen of crabs. I have some Russian crab legs that I buy that comes in a case. And this friend of mine sells them, so I usually purchase it from him. And I'm starting to try to, people that I know of that have business or trying to do something to make an income, I'm trying to support them. So this head wrap, and y'all probably so tired of seeing me with these things on, but I love them. This head wrap comes from Le Grand Folie. Le Grand Folie is the tall girl shop, owned by none other than Dr. Paulette Jones Olasaji. The earrings were made by Pastor Cheryl Burke. She makes earrings, and you can find them on Facebook, online. She advertises. So I buy my earrings from her because I love costume jewelry, okay? And there's some other businesses. Mine's LLC does my websites, so they do a wonderful job. All I do is get here and talk to you, and they post all of the stuff for me. I don't do anything. They build websites. They do a whole lot of stuff, and they do a wonderful job. So I'll probably do something for them in a little bit, but I just want you to know that there are people out there that's willing to help you. If you want to start your business, Sister Ebony Johnson will help you get that done, help you get your 501c3. So there's a lot of help out there for you if you want to do something. Don't sit home and say, I don't have nobody to help me, okay? So what I did, I have water boiling, and I put some red pepper flakes in it. It's already has some salt in it. I'm gonna put, and I know accent is not that good for you, but I like a little bit of accent in mine. And put a little bit of salt in it. The pepper is already in it. I don't want a lot of salt in it. And I'm gonna put some onions in this water and 2 ribs of celery. Now, I know you're probably saying, I don't want my crabs like that. Well, remember now we're on a what? A weight loss journey. And so we're going to have to try to do a little less of what we were doing. You get a knife. So what I'm going to do is put the celery and the onions in the water just to season it. I don't want Old Bay or nothing like that in the water. And I'm just going to chop this up and put it in the water that's already boiling. Anybody come to my house right now and all this pepper is in this pot, they're probably going to say, oh my God, I can't breathe, I can't see. 2 ribs of celery. I'm just going to chop them up. I've already washed these. Now, usually, in one sitting, I'll eat 2 of these, which is about a pound. These are crabs. Okay? Rest. And I got them in a box, Russian. And so there are 2 of them, which will make the pound, but I'm only going to eat 1 at a time for a serving. Let me just rinse them off real good. And it's only going to take about 20 minutes to cook these. And you just put them in your hot water. They were frozen, so the water temperature is going to go down again. Now, usually what you would probably do is put potatoes and corn in there and sausage. But remember, we're on a weight loss journey, right? So usually you can have about a half a cup of corn on this weight loss journey. So I'm just going to put 2 of these in here. And I'll eat 1/2, 1 cluster with 1 corn, and that'll be a serving. I know you'll say, "Whoo, I gotta eat the whole dozen." No, you don't have to. We used to do that, but we're not gonna do it this time. And let that cook. Now remember, I had already put the shrimp in, and they're probably not quite ready. But I found something the other day. Instead of eating shrimp and whatever else you used to eat, because I like fried shrimp, but I didn't fry it. I found some cauliflower tortilla wraps. So what I usually do is I take the cauliflower tortilla wraps, put some lettuce on it, put my shrimp that I had in the oven, about maybe 6 to 8 of them, on a tortilla and roll them. And that's 1 meal for me. Now, you can eat as much tossed salad as you want, as long as you don't put a whole lot of dressing on it. But I use red wine vinegar. And I was trying to introduce that to somebody the other day, and they said, "Oh, I don't like vinegar." I said, "No, you want that creamy, mayonnaise stuff." And we on a what? Weight loss journey. So I'm going to ask you to follow me on this journey. Pray for me as I do it. So because of that reason, I won't be doing a whole lot on the cooking show anymore, because I'll have to call somebody to come and get the food, or I'll be tempted to eat it myself. So we're not going to even tempt myself to do that. I'm just going to try to do this, and we're going to do it for until probably the end of the year. Now, there may be days, and you do get 2 days off. I want you to know that, where you can eat anything that you desire for 2 days. See, this shrimp is almost cooking already. So we're going to let it get a little, I want to show it to you, but this pan is heavy, so I can't pick it up right now. But I'm going to put it back in there so it can get a brown onto it. All right? So that's our cooking show for today. And I guess you say, what did I learn? We're going to learn to eat in ounces and not in pounds. All right. So every week maybe, or every 2 weeks maybe, I'll come back and tell you about the journey and where we are. I want you to pray for me because I want to be able to walk without a limp. I can use my arm. I can write, because when I was in the hospital, I couldn't even write my name, but now I can do all of that. I trust God that God is a healer and he's a deliverer. Don't ever get upset, depressed, or give up and let people talk you out of your healing. Amen. By his stripes you're healed. So we're going to eat right. We're going to exercise and take care of our body. Is that all right? I want you to be healthy. I want you to be wealthy. And I want you to be wise. Let God do what he needs to do in your life. And I don't want you to get upset when he starts doing it, okay? I appreciate what God is doing now. So Cooking with the Apostle has taken on a whole new face. I look better. I feel better. I want you to look better and feel better as well, all right? So may God bless you and keep you. And enjoy your cauliflower wrap. Try it before you say, ew, cauliflower. It is delicious. One wrap. You can have two, but one seems to be enough for me. And since I'm eating less, I guess my stomach has gotten used to that. Try that and see what happens, okay? So this brings our cooking show to an end. I'm going to have crabs later for dinner. I haven't even had breakfast because I got up late, but I'm going to have the shrimp for lunch. And then I will eat something light, maybe a boiled egg for breakfast. And I will have my day, and I'm going to walk 3 laps, which means I will have done 30 minutes of walking all day. So cut them up in increments so that you'll be able to get done what you want to do, okay? God bless you and keep you is my prayer. This is Dr. Paulette Jones Olasaji signing out with Cooking with the Apostle. Be blessed.